Before we take another break, we have the pleasure of awarding the finalists in the country category. And our presenter, music manager Penny Weber from Jam Packed Entertainment, assisted by legend Lonnie Lee. And Penny, will you let us know the winner's name?
Now, I hope I pronounced this correctly. The winner for the song The Flood is Felicity Arquard and Glenn Hanna.
Felicity Urquhart and Glenn Hanna. Thank you. Now, because Felicity and Glenn have just begun a tour today, they're unable to attend tonight, so Felicity's sister, Rebecca McCarthy, is accepting on her behalf. Would you like to say something, Rebecca?
As said, Felicity's touring tonight and she would have loved to have been here. This is first acknowledgement ever of her songwriting, so she's very excited and it's a privilege to accept it for her. She'd like to thank the ASA, the judges and the rest of the finalists. Thank you.
As a woman, I am thankful. As a woman, I bear my soul. 'Cause I was raised living in freedom, and my family this I owe. When the water broke the riverbank, with a rush came the mud, and it was pouring down a river. From the heavens came the flood.
We've now come to another very exciting part of the evening where the PPCA award for a live performance tonight is awarded, and I'd ask to come to the stage once again, Lindy Morrison.
I love watching performances as well as hearing songs. I get to choose who I thought did the best performance tonight. It's incredibly difficult to do it, and I'm sorry to have to do it because I loved every performance, and I had particular favourites like Travis, and I particularly loved Michael Clennon, but neither of you won the award because because Andrew Winton did.
The $600 prize has been turned into $1,000 with a contribution by West Ashfield. Finally tonight, ladies and gentlemen, we've reached the exciting moment where we announce the 2006 Songwriter of the Year Award. So will you please welcome back to the microphone Denny Burgess, Chairman of the ASA.
Thanks, Warren. How about a big hand for Warren, the MC tonight? Fantastic. Did a great job. Great job. Thank you. Thank you. So, well, here we are at last. I never thought we'd get here tonight. It's been quite a journey, but we are here, and now comes an exciting time. All the category winners tonight have been automatically nominated for Songwriter of the Year. To make the presentation to the winner, I'd like to call on the Executive Director of AMPAL, Mr. Nick Hampton, to come up to stage. AMPAL are the major sponsors of this year's Songwriter of the Year, and we're happy to welcome all the people representing AMPAL here tonight, including Steve McPherson from Hillsong Publishing and Keith Walsh from Rough Cut Music and the Music Network. We also thank Finale Software for sponsoring this category, and I would ask Finale Software rep Peter Varley to join us up here, please, if he can. And just before we make the presentation, I'd just like to ask Nick if he'd like to say a few words, please. Thanks, Nick.
Well, thanks, Denny. As you said, it's been a journey, but it's been a fascinating journey. An amazing number of marvellous songs this evening. And it's a great privilege for me to be here with two of my colleagues, two publishers, Steve and Keith, and we've had an absolute ball. And I have to say that I would not want to have been one of the judges to work out who was the Songwriter of the Year, because the quality has been absolutely exceptional. So well done to all of those who have been nominated, and congratulations to the winner, who we shall now know.
Okay. There's the envelope, Nick.
Could you just hold that?
Yep.
Thank you. And the winner of the Songwriter of the Year is Emma Jolene.
Emma can't be with us tonight. She is in America, but we have a little message from Emma. So please could we run that? Thank you.
Hello again, I'm Emma Jolene, and I am honoured to be awarded Songwriter of the Year from the Australian Songwriters Association. It is an absolute surprise to me and total shock, and I could not have done it without my producer Stuart Stewart from Chart Song Productions in Brisbane. He has just been like a mentor to me and absolutely fantastic. I could not have done it without Danny Prokopis from another Brisbane band called Small Mercies, who is an unbelievable guitarist. And I would also like to thank the sponsors for the ASA, such as Ampol and Osmidi, and of course my family and friends, my mum, dad, Lana and Adam, for your continual support and love throughout my career. And thanks again to ASA. I am so excited, I can't believe it. It's amazing. Thank you so much. Thank you.
And we can roll about. Wow, watch out for alley cats. Ooh, they'll tear out both your eyes wide to take your tongue away. Hey, so get him home to play. Have it your way, any time of day, as long as I'm the only kid you play. I want your pussycat. I wanna lie down in your lap. I wanna feel you stroke my back. I wanna be your pussycat. I wanna be your pussycat. I wanna lie down in your lap. I wanna feel you stroke my back. I wanna be your pussycat. I wanna be your pussycat. Will you be my tongue? I wanna be your pussycat. Come on, let's get there are some pussycats who, like me, want to be free. Please, never tied to a tongue. No, only pleasure and fun. You'll have it your way, any time of day, as long as I'm the only kid you play. I wanna be your pussycat. I wanna lie down in your lap. I wanna feel you stroke my back. I wanna be your pussycat. I wanna be your pussycat. I wanna lie down in your lap. I wanna feel you stroke my back. I wanna be your pussycat. Wanna be your pussycat. I wanna lie down in your lap. I wanna feel you stroke my back. I wanna be your pussycat. I wanna be your pussycat. I wanna lie down in your lap. I wanna feel you stroke my back. I wanna be your pussycat.
Speaking of Glebe, Glebe is my spiritual home. All my forebears are from there. It's an inner suburb, right next to Sydney University. That's what makes it an interesting place. When I was in New York City, I hung out in the most interesting place in New York City, which is right next to the university. It's called Greenwich Village. One day I was hanging out in Washington Square, feeling homesick. I felt like coming back to Sydney for a day. which was a totally impractical fantasy, but that's what inspired this song. It's called Tomorrow in Sydney. I wish I was in Sydney now, on Glebe Point Road in my big old house, where I walk down the street and the people I meet say hello, even though they don't know me. New York City is a real big town. I like a lot of what I see so far. Right now I'd give anything for a couple of hours. Tomorrow in Sydney, a guy on 42nd Street said he'd show me how I can ring up Australia cheap. Before he could do it, the cops came around and he split with my $5 up the street. I'll find myself a diner and I'll get some hash browns with fried eggs and bacon, and I'll go back downtown and I'll busk in Washington Square for a couple of hours. I'll make enough to survive till tomorrow. Tomorrow in Sydney, they'll be in winter clothes, while here in New York it's t-shirt and jeans. Tomorrow in Sydney, they'll all be walking round, while over here we'll still be deep in our dreams. It's a real big apple. Yeah, I'm chewing away. I've made an impression in my own little way. When I get back to Sydney, I'll be able to say I've walked the same streets as some of my heroes. I spent a long time feeding that big apple fantasy. Now I'm dreaming of being back home. Just goes to show you that where you really want to be might be right in front of your nose. It doesn't matter where you are, there's always somewhere you fantasize you'd rather be, and you wish you were there. I made it to New York City. Now I can see clearly there's not many choices you could give me. I found that guy on 42nd Street and he showed me that phone. Now I know what I suppose I've always known. It's Wednesday in New York, but it's Thursday at home, which means it's always tomorrow in Sydney.